Hey everyone, Darren here, aka Irish Latino Reacts. Irish on the bottom, Latin American on top, and today we're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action series, Episode 2. So I was just away on a short vacation, and I am so glad to be back because that means I get to watch more Avatar. I actually was so excited to get back that rushing back to you guys, I sustained a black eye. So hopefully that won't be too big of a distraction for anyone. But anyways, so where are we? I will like to say that I'm going to try going forward to keep these intros brief. It's not like I watched any new content since the last time I was talking to this camera. So all of my thoughts about episode 1 or the previous episode can be found on the previous episode. If any new thoughts have occurred since then, since the original viewing got the time to marinate or coalesce in my brain, then yes, I'll say them here. But otherwise, just trying to keep the intros brief. So, episode 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action series. What can we say about it? I thought it did the series justice, and I said that a few times in the outro of last episode. I thought the scenery was top-notch. I thought the graphics, including the bending, was spot on. What they cut out, I thought were good decisions, and I loved how we saw what went down at the beginning of the war. Now, I did say that the acting was rough at times, especially for the young actors and actresses. But I'm not going to be one of those people who holds that against the series and lets that stop me from enjoying the series. One thing I will say about the casting, not only did they have the difficulty of finding young actors and actresses who resembled the source material, they also had the extremely unique and extremely limiting extra difficulty of finding those that also had martial arts experience. So you can imagine how much that would shrink the talent pool. But anyways, I think that's enough. Let's get into episode 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action series. Let's go. Huh, that last note was different from the typical dun dun dun.
I'm sure it'll turn up. And keep in mind, the Notebook didn't buy the Avatar.
The Notebook.
You did.
He ran! The ultimate warrior! He's a coward!
I don't know about that. But it's clear that this Avatar is not what you nor anyone else would have expected.
Nope. The Notebook wasn't in the animated series either.
And in this case, it is precisely because we are in a more quiet part of the world that we have an advantage.
Listen to your
How
uncle.
many places can there be for an Avatar to hide?
It's just ice and icebergs. I just said ice and icebergs. Icebergs and water.
According to this, Avatar KYOSHI was the fiercest of warriors and the master of what they call the Avatar state. Maybe something in her shrine will help me control my power before...
You kill someone?
According to what I stole here.
It's time to go home.
What?
We did
What?
our part. We saved him from the firebenders. Now it's time to go home. My duty, our duty, is to protect the village like Dad told us to.
I like the
They can protect themselves.
guitar's little
Besides,
head
what
shake
good is
right
saving
there.
Wolf Cove if we don't save the world?
Qatar, do you hear what you're saying? Save the world. Us.
Why not? If the world is gonna have any chance, it's gonna need Aang. And you're right. We do have a duty, and it's to protect the Avatar.
Protect him? You want to protect him, the guy who nearly blew us off the top of this mountain.
It's
Good
about
point,
more than just
Sokka.
helping Aang. Ever since he came into our lives, things have changed for me. Before I met him, I couldn't bend enough water to fill a thimble. And now look what I can do. And that's after a single day. Look around. Look where we are now. I don't know about you, but I can't go back.
I don't blame you. Going back to that, even after just seeing the beauty of the Southern Air Temple, you've never seen anything like that before. There's so much more out there. I don't blame Qatar for that sentiment at all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Gonna finish out the crew here.
What's wrong with your bag?
Haha.
Hey! That's our food!
What is that?
A winged lemur.
Winged gleamer.
The sky used to be filled with them.
So cute. Boo!
What's this?
I don't know, Frankie, are you cuter or Momo? Maybe I'll hold a poll. Oh, it's
My
the
dear Katara,
water scroll.
this scroll has been passed down among the waterbenders of our tribe for generations. It contains everything you need to know to begin your bending education. You have no idea how hard it's been to keep this from you. But with the Fire Nation hunting for benders, it was just too dangerous for you to have.
That's a good point.
But now that you've gone out into the world, you
Okay.
should take what belongs to you.
So they did say goodbye. It didn't seem like it,
That is
or how it
who
was
you have
edited.
always been.
Episode 1, it didn't seem
And
like that.
always will be. Never forget that.
See? This never would have happened if we hadn't left home.
So they introduced the scroll far
We'll go to
earlier,
KYOSHI Island and see how it goes.
which I think is perfectly fine. I think that makes all the sense in the world in this context.
There's something I have to do first.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
My whole life, you were there for me. And I wasn't there for you. Goodbye, KYOSHI.
Yeah, you were.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were. Man, I don't want to tear up this early. Damn it. Here we go. Warriors. Let's do this. Wow, that shot is beautiful. Holy crap. Oh.
You want to join us, Mama?
Momo?
Yeah. He looks like a Mama, doesn't he? Just like how you look like a Sokka.
Can't argue with that.
Yep, they cast Sokka well. It looks like a Sokka.
What are we doing here, Uncle?
This port houses the headquarters of the Regional Fire Nation Commander.
Okay.
It is a hub of local information. If anything unusual were to happen in the vicinity, it will be reported here.
Have you lost your mind? You want to ask a Fire Nation commander if they've seen the Avatar? If word gets
No.
out, everyone in the world will be looking for
It's
him.
not his point.
I could lose everything.
That's not his point, Zuko.
Zuko.
Yeah.
One thing you must learn
Calm the
is
F
how
down.
to get what you want without divulging your true intentions.
Yeah.
You must use your tact, your empathy. But most importantly,
What
you need to
A
have
little empathy you have so far.
sticky rice.
You gotta have sticky rice, man.
Uncle, there's no
I'm getting hungry, actually. Nice Appa butt shot. I think I saw Momo like curling up in
Drown and scary lady.
KYOSHI. So spoiler alert, I know they've casted KYOSHI, so.
Hey! Watch out! Hey!
Oh,
You are trespassing on sacred ground.
Stop!
Oh.
You're making a mistake!
I think I know who that is.
Avatar!
Ridiculous. There would have been signs if he was the Avatar.
I think that might be a sign.
I think so too. Hey, Suki.
It's been a long time since we've had visitors, and for good reason. For 100 years, KYOSHI Island has remained safe from the ravages of war by keeping to ourselves. We expect the outside world to do the same.
We're not here to cause any trouble. All I want is to learn more about Avatar KYOSHI. Isn't that what this place is about? Keeping our memory alive?
We're not a threat.
Maybe not, but the next visitors might be. We can't start making exceptions.
See
We're
both
not
sides.
just any visitors. He's the Avatar.
According to you. And a few
Play that card.
reflections off a statue.
I know you're scared. I don't know what life has been like here.
Don't say that.
To be honest, I don't know what life has been like anywhere. I've been away for a while. But where I'm from, people help each other.
This arrow looks so good in this scene for some reason. I don't know why I'm like just noticing it.
I know I don't belong here. That's something I've been feeling a lot lately. But if you can help me, if I can learn to be the Avatar, maybe I could bring a place I knew. A world where people were happier back.
What harm is there in letting him look through some books?
It's not about them.
It's about who else may come, I know. But if he is the Avatar, how can we turn our back on him?
Suki, you're too young to know that there are many in this world who would take advantage of that kind heart.
I'm not too young. I just haven't seen the world.
Great scene. Great scene.
I'm reminded that KYOSHI herself often benefited from the kindness of strangers. And as the Avatar, she believed in helping those who could not help themselves. So we will open our village to our guests for 48 hours.
Oh.
I trust that you will respect the limits of our generosity.
I get it. I know why you wanted us off your island. I'd have done the same thing. I'm the guardian of my village too, so.
You.
Yep.
So how are you protecting your people if you're here?
What? I'm not. I mean, I am. I may not physically be there, but still.
Hank's face. I like
I
that.
have to save the world first. Sorry, how does it go again? I'm protecting the village? Hey, the point
That's
is,
the goofy sock I
we have a
love.
lot in common. We're both warriors, right?
Before she died, Avatar KYOSHI trained an elite force in her image. One ready to protect not only our homes, but our way of life. That tradition has been passed down through the generations, and it is now my honor to protect this community and to uphold the values of the Avatar. That is why I'm not just a warrior. I'm a KYOSHI warrior.
Ooh. Take that. Smack.
Where's your commander? I need recent surveillance reports. Right now.
Excuse me?
And maps.
Calm down. My boy.
Prince Zuko, what an honor to welcome actual royalty to our humble base. What can I do for the Crown Prince?
Would he
As I
know
was
what
saying, I need-
Zuko sounded like?
We don't get many VIP visitors around here, much less the famed
VIP,
dragon of
would
the
that be a
West.
common
As
vernacular
Matthew was saying,
in this
we are in
world?
search of maps and surveillance reports.
Anything I can do to help, if you wouldn't mind giving me until the morning, I'm sure we can track down what you need.
Very kind. Commander.
Zhao. Commander Zhao.
I like him as Zhao already. I like him a lot already. He's got that look. He's got that Zhao look. I wonder if he's gonna have the Zhao eye twitch.
Someone needs to put a bell on you.
There's food in the village hall.
Okay, not subtle at all, Suki. Could have shut the door too, Sokka. Just saying, just saying. Push and pull, yin and yang, ocean and moon. Those graphics look impeccable. All right, pretty good.
Amazing. You're a natural.
Well, these are just the easy forms. You know, you should be practicing too. The Avatar needs to master all 4 elements.
She's got a point.
Maybe
What are you
later.
doing? What are you doing?
I can't
waste
imagine what
time.
it's like, knowing you'll have to save the world.
I know. It's just Gyatso used to be the one who trained me.
It's okay. We'll do this together. Or you could just let me use you for target practice.
Okay, get out. Gotta have the lighthearted moments, so the dark moments are dark.
Just try that gun drumstick.
Yeah, that was just a dick move on Momo's part. There was other food right there.
Are you really an airbender?
gotta admit, he has a way with people. That's his real power. Connection, building bridges. That's how he's gonna be the Avatar.
I knew that was coming when I
Right.
saw the statue
There goes the savior of the world.
from the intro.
Is this what it's like to have people from the outside here?
You don't remember the days when the war raged all around us, and we lived in constant fear of the Fire Nation. This boy, he may be entertaining, but that doesn't mean he's not dangerous. He's a threat, and the sooner he and his friends are off our island, the better.
The Avatar.
Yes, sir.
He thinks he's found the Avatar.
According to his crew, they claim to have discovered him at a small water tribe village. Prince Zuko captured him, but then lost him.
If Zuko's looking to us for information, it means he thinks he's still in the area. Gather any reports of unusual sightings in the last few days. Anything out of the ordinary, no matter how small. And do it fast.
Sir.
Nice. Boomerang, no come back.
Seriously? Belle, think about it. Made it myself. It's great in combat and hunting and
Hunting.
yeah, hunting. For tiger whales. Yeah, that's it. Dangerous. Tiger whales, ferociously deadly tiger whales. I can show you the basics if you want.
Oh, she's gonna show you up. Okay. How'd you do that?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Us Southern Water Tribe warriors are known more for our hand-to-hand fighting anyways.
She doesn't seem to have very good
Okay.
social skills, which I guess makes sense. He was stretching. To be fair. Okay. You left him speechless, girl. And yeah, he's walking away. Fast.
Nothing. Nothing about the Avatar state or any of her powers. So how am I supposed to figure out how to save the world? How do I stop the Fire Nation from hurting more people? Yeah.
Huh.
How'd she go from this to that?
Maybe they weren't searching as. Whoa, I like that. Maybe they weren't searching as intently
Will bring peace.
for the Avatar back then.
I
Though never
wanted to
mind, they
fight,
searched for
but I'm
Roku,
afraid of
so
hurting someone.
probably just couldn't find her.
Back home, the other kids used to say I was lucky because I never really had to train. But I did have to train. Not to develop my powers, but to keep them under control.
Oh, oh.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
No one said anything, but I could tell. They were scared of me. Just like how you and Sokka were when I went into the Avatar state. What if I never learn how to control my power? How many people will I hurt?
But imagine what'll happen if you don't even try.
Yep. Gotta try.
Aang, you're not alone. According to this, all the previous avatars are incarnations of your past lives. You are literally not alone. The other avatars are inside you. You want someone to teach you, you just need to figure out how to connect to them. The answers aren't inside here. They're inside you.
Xiao's boat. It's gone. He knows.
Uncommon, we'll say.
About the Avatar. Somehow he found out. We have to get there before him.
Got some intuition on Zuko.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Zuki's eyes are piercing.
Stop!
Utterly piercing. And of course, I mean that as an utmost compliment. Here we go. Is he gonna dress up? I guess not. In Kyoshi Warrior get up? I guess not. I love this already. Now I love it even more. Ooh, great shot. Great shot. lighting's awesome too, coming from the window over there. Oh. Maybe my favorite scene so far. I'll have to think about it, but definitely up there.
I'm scared of my power. I'm scared of being
When the world needed the Avatar the most, he vanished. He ran.
Avatar KYOSHI, help me. Egg?
KYOSHI. Here we go.
It's about time.
I'm sorry. I didn't know how to reach you. I didn't know I could reach you.
There's a lot you don't know.
That's why he needs your help, KYOSHI.
You've waited 3 years. You can wait a little longer.
Yeah. Calm the F down.
3 years. 3 years. There were times I thought I'd never find the Avatar. But it's almost worse now that I know he's close. Because now the chance to go home is real.
Sometimes hope can be a cruel thing.
Sir.
Best Zuko moment so far. Cool, we get more.
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
You need to turn your opponent's power against them. Reflect their strength.
I think that's an airbending thought as well.
Thanks, you're a great teacher.
And you're an excellent student. Though I'm sure you were helped by your previous training.
To be honest, where I'm from, there's not much call for a real warrior.
Taka. Well, she took that makeup off quick.
I think you're a real warrior.
Not like you. You're not even a bender, and you're the fiercest fighter I've ever met.
Not being a bender means we have to be even better than benders. We can't reshape mountains and burn forests, so we have to fight with what we have. What matters is not the power inside. It's the will and desire. The heart. The truth is, I envy you. I've always wondered what the world outside was like, but I never had the courage to leave. I've always wondered what I'd find.
They nailed the casting on her too. I think the two most nailed castings are right here. So far, at least.
The bell.
You hear it too?
We have to go.
Why? What's happening?
It's the town alarm. Someone's coming.
Yeah, have you not seen Game of Thrones? Bells never mean anything good. City under siege, a dead king, a wedding.
There are many dimensions to being the Avatar.
Talking to KYOSHI.
You need to be a guardian, a general, a mediator, a guide. You must fill several roles, and many of them require unparalleled strength.
That's why I need to master all the bending disciplines?
The Avatar state is a combination of all your past lives focusing their energy through you. The Avatar state gives you the strength of 1,000 benders.
I've seen it. It's dangerous.
If uncontrolled, yes. But it can also be the ultimate weapon. And it can save your life.
In Pai Show, the first move is not always the best. Knowledge of your opponent, knowing where he might go, is more important than speed. And so, where there is one Avatar, there may be another.
Oh, Iroh.
Such a lovely island.
And we welcome you to it, Commander. Though we wish we'd had some advance notice. We are quite unprepared for
Island's
guests.
a little gloomy.
Funny. That's not what I'd heard. I understand you had an unexpected visitor just the other day.
You must be mistaken. We like keeping to ourselves.
I've heard. Yes, I've heard KYOSHI Island has had an admirable history of staying, shall we say, insignificant. Which is why There's been no need for the Fire Nation to get involved in your affairs. I'd hate to see all that change because of an outsider.
You and your men are the only outsiders here.
An unfortunate perspective.
If you hear some breathing, that's just Frank down here. Apologize for. Oh, well, now he's up here. Oh, she just bodied him. Oh, you're here for the best part, Frankie. Things are heating up. Okay, now the TV's that way.
I want to know what is the Avatar. I can't tell you that. Every Avatar is different.
I'll have to figure this out myself.
That is part of the journey.
But
To be an
what if I
Avatar
hurt
is to
someone
be
along the
alone.
way?
And how many have already been hurt because you haven't been here?
Ooh, that
Run
stings,
away from your
Kyoshi.
responsibilities again, and even more will be hurt. Being the Avatar means putting your duties above all else, even your life.
Man, she's intense.
I was like you once. But then, I saw what was at stake. And I will show you what will happen if you fail. Tragedy awaits the North, and unless you do something about it, another race of benders will be wiped out just as the air nomads were.
There's
You
the
asked
moon.
me what it means to be the Avatar. It means being a warrior. A mighty, merciless warrior.
Oh, we're not merciless, Kyoshi. Come on. Yeah, Momo. Ooh! Oh! Hell yeah! That ass. I was like, what? Get some teamwork going. Boom! Woo! This is awesome. Go Sokka! Woo! Yeah, baby, that's my boy. Zhao's my boy too, though, just because I love that actor.
Where is the Avatar?
What if I do what you say and it all just becomes worse?
It will. Your very presence in this world will make things worse. At first, both sides will fight harder because the Avatar has returned. Hope does not come without a cost.
You. I'm getting through one way or another. What happens to you is your choice.
So what's the point?
You want things to be easy. None of this will be easy. Avoid your duties any longer, and not only will you fail to save the world, you won't even be able to save this island.
This island? From what?
From the danger you've put them in right now. My
Come on,
friends.
Aang, what do you think? You're always being followed, man. It's like you have the ring. They will never stop hunting you. Alright. Alright, Katara. I don't think she's a match for Zuko at this point, though. Oh, no. Oh. Flashback to her mother. That was brutal. Wow.
Going to stand in my way.
I will show you what that power can do.
Woo! It's Kyoshi herself? Oh, shit. Yeah, lay down. Lay down. Oh. Oh! Oh, let's go! Oh man, this is bringing tears to my eyes. Holy crap. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, and bring the flames. Oh, all the elements. This is incredible.
Go back.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea, Zhao. Suki, she must be the best day of her life. Her idol. Wow, holy. Oh, that was incredible.
I'm okay. This is all my fault. I brought this here.
Which is why you have to go. Now.
We can't just leave you.
They want the Avatar, not us.
There's nothing here that we've lost that can't be replaced. And you've given us something far more valuable in return. A reason to believe again. In our village, in ourselves, and in the Avatar.
Sokka's like, I'm not bowing to you. Good angled shot right there.
Nice job, Avatar.
Listen, I wish
Just finish this break, okay?
we had more time.
You'll see her again. You'll see her again.
Thank you, Sokka,
For what?
for bringing the world to me.
All right. And she gave him her fan. A mighty gift. I wonder where this was filmed. I wonder if like those houses that they constructed are still there.
So this means you don't want to go home anymore?
Don't you guys have all the fun?
No way.
Besides, someone's got to help the kid. I get a feeling this could get tough for him. Hugo clearly isn't going to give up, and he's dangerous.
Yep.
Hey! Nifty trick you pulled back there, channeling Scary Lady. Does this mean we'll be seeing more of her?
Kyoshi said I can only call upon one of the past avatars when I'm in the shrines.
What else did she tell you?
Oh, that's different.
We need to get to the Northern Water Tribe, because something terrible is going to happen there. Something only I can stop.
We just got to get there before the firebenders catch up to us.
The waterbending masters there are the best in the world. They could train you.
So don't worry, kid. You don't have to do this alone. You have me, Tara, and a flying ball of fur. What more do you need? Really? I feel like I walked into that one.
I was simply responding to reports of a disturbance on Kyoshi. I had no idea the Avatar would be there. If Your Highness had been more forthcoming earlier, we might have avoided this misunderstanding. I hope we can put this behind us.
Of course, Commander.
Don't tell anyone about the Avatar. No one else can know.
But of course, I fully understand the sensitive nature of this information. And if you'll permit me, working together, we'd be able to devote twice as many resources to the hunt. Obviously, with Your Highness taking the lead in all matters.
An excellent suggestion, Commander. We would be honored to have your partnership and your loyalty.
Believe me, there's nothing more important than knowing where to place my loyalties.
Backhanded comment.
To your Supreme Eminence, the great flame of the world. I am but a humble servant in the southern seas.
Already giving it up.
But I have news for you of a critical nature. I know this information may arrive as a shock, and you might be tempted to dismiss it as rumor or delusion.
The
The Avatar has returned.
You read that quick. All right. Another Avatar down. Another one in the books. All right. Episode 2 of Avatar The Last Airbender, the live action series in the books. And holy crap. If episode 1 was, you know, a nice intro to the world and the characters, episode 2 just, you know, punched you in the face in a good way. And actually, speaking of that, I can't believe, like, I guess I didn't really notice this, but if I'm looking at myself in the recording, my black eye is mirrored, and I believe that means it now looks like it's on the correct side of Zuko's scar. So it's like, you know, this is how committed I am to doing this, you guys. I will injure myself for this show. Okay? You know, people like put makeup on, blah, blah, blah. No, that's kid stuff. This is the live action series. This is the adults table. We're at the adults table. We're not eating dino chicken nuggets anymore. All right? Hit yourself in the eye. And I'm obviously just kidding. Don't do that. But I just thought that's pretty funny. Anyways, let's move on here. So where to begin? Most of it was taking place on KYOSHI Island, but the beginning was at the Southern Air Temple, burying Gyatso. I didn't, you know, if you guys haven't noticed, I tear up pretty easily, but I didn't think I was going to tear up in the first couple of minutes of episode 2. But, you know, anything with Gyatso and Aang, I feel like it's going to get me. And so they left. They got to KYOSHI Island because Aang is trying to figure out this Avatar thing, you know, because he still knows so little about it. He didn't even know at that point that all his past reincarnations are within him. He learns that this episode at KYOSHI Island. And I thought casting Suki's mother I thought that was a pretty good decision. It fleshed out KYOSHI Island a little more, made it feel more real and like live, like you could actually, like it would actually be a real place, because it's not like Suki would be running the show or anything like that. So I thought that was a good decision. So let's talk about Suki herself. I thought they nailed the casting like tremendously. And you know, the makeup of all the KYOSHI warriors were great. And hands off to the costume designer for this episode, definitely. I thought her acting was awesome. You know, there wasn't anything rough about it. And I thought Sokka's acting went up a notch here too, and maybe because he was playing off her, I don't know. But their chemistry was awesome, and like I had mentioned during the reaction, that scene between them in the dojo was great. Probably Avatar Kyoshi might be my favorite scene for obvious reasons, but leaving that one aside, because maybe that's too obvious, the dojo scene was definitely my favorite because of the subtleties, not much dialogue at all, and I think that's great when a scene doesn't rely on dialogue. It can just get away with looks and mood and music and lighting. So yeah, I thought Suki, I don't think she's going to be in future episodes in this series. I mean, in this season, I should say, which is really sad because I loved her, and I can't wait to see her whenever she comes back. Season 2, hopefully. So we'll see. Let's see. So Zuko, I thought his acting was better, definitely, and I liked his play off with Iroh. I think has gotten better, and it's just getting better every episode. I like their chemistry a lot. They find Zhao at the local fire military base, and what can I say about Zhao? I love that actor. I thought he nailed his role so far, spot on. The way he talked, like he was it almost seemed like he had a slight hesitation in everything he said, like he knew something everyone else didn't, which was great. He played that off really well. The way he looked and stared, had a like almost the semblance of a smirk coming to his lips, but he just held it back, which was great. Really good face acting. Yeah, so he gets the inkling that Zuko's looking for the Avatar, and they head to Kyoshi Island. Maybe because they got tipped off, or I guess I might have missed that. Like, how would Zhao know to go to Kyoshi Island specifically? Maybe because it's known to be a living shrine to the Avatar, and like their whole culture is keeping Kyoshi's memory alive. So that'd probably be a good guess to think that the Avatar, the current Avatar, was going there. I loved how Iroh talked about Pai Sho and related that to life, because there's a lot of gaming theory out there that relates to life as well, which I won't get into. Yeah, and then we basically get to the showdown at the end with Aang going into the Avatar state in front of Kyoshi's shrine and talking to Kyoshi. I thought she was pretty intense, pretty harsh. The animated series definitely gave the impression that she was more of the cutthroat one than the other past avatars like Roku or Kurik or Yang Chen. She was the most cutthroat, but they really pushed it up. I don't know if it was a little much. She said a merciless warrior, which I think kind of misses the mark as what the Avatar is supposed to be. The idea of the Avatar as a peacekeeper and a liaison, a facilitator between the four nations. But oh man, when she kicked into action, like, whew, I could barely breathe. Like, that was so badass. I mean, like, I don't know, badass is the word. She lands, kicks Zuko's ass, and then she, Rocket Man's up, and then like kicks everyone else's ass when she lands. Big, like air push out, and then she does the cyclone of the combination of the all four elements, which we only saw in the animated series at the very end. So it's kind of crazy, actually, if you think about it, that we got it this early. But yeah, once again, kudos to the graphics department, because that looked amazing. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. The battle, the skirmish, I should say, beforehand with Suki and Sokka and Zhao, that all looked great. Choreography was really good, really entertaining. Yeah, I mean, just another, like, this episode's definitely better than the first, and like whatever qualms I might have had about the series in general or where the series was going, I think this episode squashed that, so that's really good. I am surprised. I think there are only 8 episodes, so I am surprised that from episode 1 and 2, if we think about how many episodes we've gone through from an animated series standpoint, we've only gone through 4, because the Kyoshi Warriors was only episode 4. So that is interesting that they took so much real estate and so much time for those 4 episodes in this 2, like already 25%, a quarter through the entire season. So we'll see how the pacing comes into play in future episodes. That's going to be really interesting to see. But yeah, I loved it, guys. So I'm gonna end it here. Of course, please like the video and subscribe and hit that bell notification if you subscribed. And if you like to see my full-length reaction, you can find it on Patreon for just a few bucks a month. And once again, guys, thanks so much for supporting me, and I'll see you next time.